But I think the other reason why repat businesses fail is because some repats come and they think they're superior. Hi guys, welcome to the Repat podcast. My name is Janita Maya, and on today's podcast, we are discussing why some repat businesses fail in Africa. Uganda to be exact. Yes. But let my co-hosts introduce themselves.
Hello, I'm DJmaintain, back again.
Maintain, tell us, what do you do? Something, yeah.
Hence the DJ in front of the Maintain. But yeah, I'm DJmaintain. We're living in Uganda, namely Kampala, for about 4 years now. Yeah, just DJing all over. If you've been out in Kampala, you've probably been entertained by my music.
Yeah, so it's like a mini celeb, is it?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
Okay, moving on.
Yes, moving on swiftly.
I'm Racheal Nalumu. Thank you for having me again. So I'm a content creator and I'm on YouTube and Instagram. Those are my main things, and eventually other places. But
lovely.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Now, from my point of view, I do see you as self-employed, the both of you. You're creatives in an industry and you employ yourselves. Yeah. So technically, you do have your own businesses.
Yes.
True.
Which, and they've not yet failed.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. They have not yet.
Yes.
But I'm sure you've seen some businesses that have failed for your friends. And could you give us one of the reasons why you think some businesses may fail from repats?
Would you like to go first?
Well, you've been here longer than
I've
me,
been-
so I
I've-
feel like you've seen a little bit more.
The two things I've found repat businesses is the first example is it's finding the line between business and pleasure, and especially I can only speak for the field I'm in, which is music
Yes.
and DJing and bars. So this is what I see on a regular. Guys like repats coming over and getting caught up in the Ugandan nightlife, Kampala nightlife.
Yeah.
As we all know.
Yes.
It's very
live.
very live. It's like one of the best I've ever experienced.
Yeah.
So I found that, unless you go in with a real business mind and separate the party from the business and learn what makes Kampala tick, I find that if you don't do those things, your business will just fall away to the wayside, and that's the
So people are eating their money essentially.
Yeah, that's what I wanted
Whatever
to get
they're
at.
making,
Because you're not
Yeah.
going to work the whole time without maybe partying, but that's why you come in. You're saying balance and whatnot.
it's a balance. I'm not saying like you just sit in the corner and just
Yeah.
stare at people, but it's like I shouldn't be walking into the bar and it's like yo, I need to speak to the manager about my pay at the end of the day. Oh, there he is over there, and he's slumped. Like on a chair
professionalism,
that's
like
it,
a level of
you got to have a level of professionalism, just not get caught up in the wave that is Kampala.
I also do think that sometimes repats come to Uganda and they get excited. I think excited is the word.
Excited is the word.
Because you mentioned that when you're in Canada you used to work. But when you go to it's like you found a balance.
Yes.
And maybe some people forget to find a balance, and then
because it's everyday enjoyment. There is no balance in Uganda. You have to find your personal balance, like reel yourself in and be like, okay, I'm actually not gonna go out for like maybe a few weeks and get myself in order, create a business model, like really maybe even not enjoy at your own establishment, be professional there, and then go somewhere else and like go eat your money there or something. Like find some type of that's very true. I've seen that.
Getting too happy. Racheal, what's your take?
So what I feel from expats, I guess, mine's a bit different. I think I have a lot of exposure to repats. Like a lot of Ugandans have come back, so they've had a little bit of a taste of what we have here from like visiting and whatever it may be. So they're not like as culture shock, I would say, maybe as people who just like you've just landed in Uganda and it's like whoa, you kind of have a little bit of ease. But what I will say is that network was a huge reason I see that, whether you're a repat or an expat. If you haven't exposed yourself, you're not going out and actually meeting people, talking to people, tapping into family, tapping into friends and whatever. I'll see a lot of people being like, no, this is my idea. This is what I'm going to do. This is my grind. I'm going to keep it a secret. I don't want people to know. And it's like, how do you expect to grow? Especially in a new place.
That's very true. Just to touch on what you said, like the networking and when you get here, like speaking to as many people in the field you want to be in with that experience as possible. Because so on the flip side, the successful businesses I've come across, owned by repatriates, are the ones that take the time to do their due diligence and do the research and look for gaps in the market. And like, I've got a very good friend, I should get him on here actually. He runs a takeaway business and it does Caribbean food.
Oh, is it Island Bites?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He literally from the same part of London I'm from, like literally 10 minutes away. It's crazy when I met him.
Did you guys know each other from there?
No.
Just met.
Met him when I got here. Yeah. So he's done great because he's seen like there's so many similarities between Ugandan food and Caribbean food, but also a lot of differences. But he saw the gap and he's doing well. So that's an example of, you know, like a business doing well because you see a gap in the market
and you feel it
and you go for it.
And my take would be it's a bit different. It's not it's the culture shock in business because
there's a very different way to do business.
Very good point.
And I was gonna touch on that.
Richard, take it away. Take the point away. Richard,
Such a good point.
You cannot come here with your mindset from abroad, with your A to Z, how things work, your perfect model, without understanding that you can't be so stubborn. Allow the flow to happen because Uganda will humble you.
Yes, that's true.
Know what? You two have made the best points. So, like, yes, I was born in London and I'm considered to be like British Caribbean. But I find myself leaning more on the Caribbean side. Yes. But when I came here, I learned very quickly, like if I'm going out to eat with friends, I'm not going for the food, I'm going for the conversation and the company. And when the food arrives, then they're all blessed. I remember when I first came, it was one of the most frustrating things like this. But the thing is, I should be used to it. Because Caribbean's the same.
I was going to ask that next. I'm like,
it's
isn't
the
it kind
same.
of similar?
I should be used to it, but I think I've been so westernized from growing up in London where everything is like regimented.
You need to get it on
Starter,
time.
main, dessert. Like, then they want to get you off the table because they've got a booking in an hour sort of thing. So I'm used to that. So it took me a while. And then now I kind of like it. Because you know, you're not just focusing on your food, on when it arrives. You're like, you're taking note of the people you're with. You're engaging in conversation. And
you're more
things
present.
Like that.
It makes you, forces you to be more present. That's true.
It does.
I'm speaking on behalf of O'Shea. Bless him wherever he is.
Big up O'Shea.
He's not missed. Anyway, when he was starting up Kenganda, the business and whatnot, there's some things that we went through that I was just like, if you came from abroad and you started experiencing this, it would be a bit hard. The time thing is a big issue. And then when you go to these offices that are supposed to do something, that's why they exist. That is their job. And now it's like you're forcing someone to do their job. And that affects the person in the end because like if you're not working together to achieve a certain goal, then of course your business is not going to go off the ground. It's like you're trying to pay taxes to URA and then they're making it so hard
for you to
do your job, for you to do your responsibility or whatnot. So the cultural shock within the business can sometimes lead to failure.
100%.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've had a lot because I basically live in a very heavily repat community. So like a lot of people get frustrated and they just leave, but I think that says more about them
than it does about
Kampala or Uganda as a whole, you know.
But a lot about them like not being able to adjust and like
it's not gonna be for me personally, it's not going to be London. I'm not going to come to Kampala and find
that,
so,
quality and everything.
Personally, as if you're coming to Kampala, you have to have an open mind. Anyway, you have to have an open mind about way things
100%.
flow and the way things, things work. So it's a bit of give and take.
How have you found it working with like within your industry? Like I don't know if you have like DJs under you. I'm not sure how like the DJ world works, but
No, it is
more so like how has it been like collaborating with other people or if you have to employ somebody or whatever it may be.
Right. So DJs, we generally work together.
Oh, okay.
So I wouldn't say I have DJs under me. I would have like, only thing I would have is like a DJ who's say less experienced than myself.
Oh, okay.
So they'll come to a gig with me.
Okay.
And they'll just shadow what I do, and I'll show them techniques and how to like read the crowd, and things like that. So here's been good, like, because a lot of the DJs, they know if you work together, we both have like our network and our brands, and we bring it together.
It's very collaborative.
DJs are very collaborative here.
Yeah.
The issue are the bookers and the promoters,
Yeah.
and the owners of.
Okay, how's that?
It could be like literally up here being great and down here being awful.
Yeah.
I was just speaking to Jonita off air about an incident I had to deal with, but that's another episode, another time.
Yeah.
But so it's literally been up and down. You get some, like you work with some places and you can see why they're a success.
Yeah.
Because are having weekly meetings. We're having like, how can we push you? How can we get people through the door?
These are the establishments.
Establishments
Okay.
and the management under these establishments. And you get some, it just literally
just show up.
Just do your thing.
just show up, and they've got no idea of how to get people in the door, but it's all my fault. You know what I mean? Like, sort of thing, you know?
Systems and stuff. They're not seeing all of that.
They're not
marketing and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're not seeing any of that.
Yeah.
So it's literally up and down.
Yeah.
Literally. But I think it's very similar in London as well.
That's what I was gonna ask next.
Yeah,
Is it the same?
London's the same. Like you get
everywhere.
promoters ghosting you all the time.
Wow.
I'm like, I want we'll discuss payment. I say, all right, I want 50% now.
Right.
Because at the end of the night, I don't want to be running after you.
Right, for 100% of your pay. That's crazy.
Exactly. So at least I got 50 off you at least, so I can just chase you for the rest.
Yeah.
In London, it's notorious. You'll finish your set and you'll walk all over this club looking for
Trying
this
to find
promoter.
somebody.
Guys, gone. And you always
Disappeared.
and you always speak to the door staff, the bouncers. Security. Oh, have you seen so and so? Yeah, you left about half an hour ago. Is everything okay?
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like, no. But outwardly, I'm like, that's fine. Let's go.
Chasing them around London.
You know what I mean?
Running
So I
after
still have
them.
people in London that owe me money.
It's understandable. Now I may get cancelled for this, but I think the other reason
Oh.
why repat businesses fail is because some repats come and they think they're superior. The superior inferior complex happens a lot. Like, let's call it what it is. Maybe they think they're so much better and they've been so westernized and everything, so they think they've come. Not some of them. There's some who come here and then it's like they don't want to work with other people. Okay, if people are not doing what you want them to do, how about you teach them? You know, it's teamwork. Teach them. Instead of sitting on a high horse and then being all up there like, oh, I'll do this on my own, I'll get this done, and then it ends up failing in the end.
I feel like I understand both sides though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 100%. So because of what I do, I'm always working with people and I cannot sustain content creation on my own. I think we all know this, even just in the creative industry, period. But it's frustrating finding people that understand the same work ethic. We are very laid back as Ugandans. I don't care if I get cancelled. As a Ugandan, I will tell you, we are very laid back. We do not
slow economy.
We are slow, and even when we come to do some people are like, oh my god, content creation doesn't work for me. There's no money in it. I'm like, that's because you're not putting in the work ethic that like a lot of people do worldwide. I don't care where you are. I'm not even comparing it to like Canada or like US or UK, just worldwide, just generally. So now that frustration and trying to teach someone to get to that level is a lot. So I think what you're right about the high horse of being like understanding, you just have to find a new way to teach people, a new level for them to reach. Totally get that. That's okay. But I also do get it. It is very frustrating.
It is frustrating.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's like when I go to
just personal opinion. You're not speaking for everyone.
You're saying the work ethic part?
Yeah, the work ethic.
Oh, why do I think that is? I think that's how it's always been. I don't think there's a change. I don't think there was an economy where Uganda was like fast paced and whatnot. I've listened to a Chinese man say the reason why he likes Uganda is because we are slow. He says in China it's like everything is fast, and then it's like it's a lot of stress and a lot of pressure. And then here he's able to do his business and family and have fun and whatnot.
But that actually is why I moved here, was the work-life balance. But in work, if I'm doing the work part, I want it go. Then once I'm done, I'm like, all right, let me go
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah, but it's just slow. It's like it's like, oh, let's go out. Like sometimes some Ugandans will pick drinking to go out and drink instead of like completing their work. Like, oh, I'll finish this later.
I know.
It's like
I'm guilty for that too. I can't even lie. I do understand.
I do that a lot.
Yeah. It's like enjoyments come first.
It's just like I've
And the
really
rest
put in
follow.
a lot. Exactly.
Yeah. But I think it's catching up. That's why most times Kenyans can easily come in Uganda and then they just take over like that.
Yeah,
because
their
Kenyans
work
are aggressive
ethic.
and then they're just out
so
there.
They're more what I'm apparently used to. That's what people keep saying.
And then Ugandans, it's like, oh, when you're too competitive, you're seen as, oh, she's doing too much.
Good, and I'll get
Like,
to the
oh,
money.
you're
I'll
doing
go
too
on my
much.
way to it. I'll invite you for my launch parties.
She's doing the most.
I always get that. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're not doing enough. It's okay.
Yeah. But that does happen.
Yeah.
Any last remarks?
You know what? It's like a double-edged sword.
Yes, that's
Right?
a perfect way to put it.
Because in London, it was like I start at 8. If I got there at 2 minutes past 8, people are saying, "Oh, good afternoon." You know what I mean? Like it's
sarcastic.
It's sarcastic, and I hate that. So I find here, yes, you have it's a different work-life balance, different flow of things, and that can be a positive because for me, it's like I've just been go all the time. So to actually find a little bit of work-life balance for once is great. So it's just taking the rough with the smooth and just seeing a bigger picture.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
Personally, I feel like I guess I'll put it out there for people who are really, really interested in being here and sustainably staying, not just like in and out in Uganda and blah, blah, blah. Because there's also those people who are just totally fine. But to actually sustain a business here over time, be flexible, 100%. I think that's so necessary. Just be flexible, understand, come with your work ethic, but just understand that it's going to take some time to find the person who you will who will understand, who will replicate, who will get you, and keep them, pay them properly, pay them well, keep them, do everything you can to keep them, and then it'll slowly start to grow. But it's patience also.
A lot of patience.
A lot of patience.
Just to give you guys a small story, when Oshe got here, his work ethic was so different from ours. We didn't have a system and whatnot. So it took for COVID to happen and for us to stay with him and like see how he operates and see how he works, and for him to like mentor us, teach us, train us and everything, so that we can maybe reach to his level. And even if we're not there yet, like his work ethic, he works 24 hours, but no one is working. Some editors will hear
that's
that.
what we're used to, which is the funniest part.
But like at least it's so much different when you compare his employees to like the normal Ugandan.
Because you guys do an amazing job here. So I guess it just took time. Or COVID.
Took time.
Don't want COVID 2.0, but thanks for
no.
just for business to work. But I get that. Like that makes
guys,
sense.
give yourselves a shout out. Tell people where to find you.
Yeah, sure. You can find me at DJmaintain. That's literally on every social media, so Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, etc. You can find me everywhere. Mixes, vlogs, and all that good stuff.
Same. I'm at Racheal Nalumu on Instagram and on YouTube. Just simple. You can Google, it's the same thing. All the videos will pop up.
You're literally the only Racheal Nalumu on the internet.
I like that. I like that.
A Google search will just bring you out. It's just,
I love that.
Same with Maintain, because like who has Maintain?
Like literally, like there's hardly any other DJ Maintains apart from one. I found one.
Are they in London?
Bye back.
American guy.
You should trademark the name.
And you know what? It's like I'll probably know what, because DJs are very competitive. I feel like he's copying me.
Maybe.
Like he's got my old haircut. He's got the beard.
The look too.
I'm looking at it and I'm like,
it's a little familiar. What's going on here?
Looks just like me.
But I've been a DJ way longer than him, so every time he tries to get an account, I've already got it. So
I'll end up changing his name.
Sorry about that.
There can be no, you're the only original,
Yeah, I'm the original. Everybody knows that.
Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe. Also follow us on all our social media pages at Kenyans Nation. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.